Talk 2262. Okay. Give me some of your final thoughts on Dwight Howard. And, he had that title back in the day that he was Superman. I guess he was trying to take the cape from Shaq. Shaq had a little problem with that. What's your thoughts on that whole Superman thing?
It's kind of immature that two grown men was fighting over a comic book character. So that's already first off a problem, especially with Shaq. Shaq's like 10, 15 years older than him. Yeah. And he is still upset about him winning that Superman title to this day. That's why he chooses to pick on Dwight for no reason. Okay. And then he gets in his feelings when Dwight try to clap back at him. But the reason why Dwight deserved that Superman title, it was because he could fly in the air and leap over tall buildings like Superman.
He did do the slam dunk contest
and won it.
He raised the cape on
because he raised up the rim to 12 feet, not 10, but 12 feet, and
to make
said,
it look special.
"And I'm Superman. I can fly."
Right.
And that's that was what his thing was. He got more hops than Shaq.
Yes.
Which fits him like Shaq, and he's strong. Right. He can jump higher. He's strong, and he got a way better physique of a Superman build.
His physique looked like one of these animated characters, like one of these little Greek.
He looked like a Greek god almost.
Oh my Lord!
Especially now as he got older,
he still looked in shape.
He looks in great shape.
Yeah.
So he looks more like a Superman character than Shaq ever did. Shaq never looked like
he never took his body like that,
and Shaq never had hops like him. Ooh. Nothing like that. No. The fit that he just took the title because he gave it to himself.
Right. All right. So let's talk a little bit about this Superman character called Dwight Howard. Okay, so during his heyday, and I'm gonna really, he was real productive in Houston too. But I don't want to talk about Houston. I want to talk about
his prime years.
His prime, those years in Orlando.
Yeah.
What about, with my memory, this was like around 2007, 2008.
Yeah.
I think that was his peak time there.
Between 2007 to about 2010.
10? I've been thinking about 2008. That's when they went to conference. They went to
the finals in 8-9 season. Yeah.
Right. And, he had so much. He was the dude. He was the talk about. He was like the talk about dude in the NBA.
It was LeBron, Kobe, and then it was Dwight and Dwayne Wade, these type of characters.
Right. And people was, literally scared to come to the basket with this dude. Yep. Talk about that a little bit.
Dwight was leading defenses, statistically speaking, is all-time great. Like, the defenses that the Orlando Magic was doing was an all-time defense.
Right.
Like, not the greatest, but these are some top 20s, top 30 defenses. And that's a impressive thing to say. Right. None of them other guys on that team would be regarded as really great defenders. J.J. Redick, Jameer Nelson, Rashard Lewis, Hedo Turkoglu. None of them guys are really regarded as not great defenders.
Right.
Not even really good defenders. They're between solid to below average defenders.
Right.
And how do you get a team that has one of the best defensive ratings of all time?
One
guy putting that much influence. Like when Gilbert Arenas played for him, in like around 2010, he said the story was when they played the Heatles, when the Heat was first got assembled and everything. Right. Dwight said, "I'm gonna make it sure, and it's gonna be my personal mission.
Right.
They gonna shoot jump shots the whole game." He said, "Let them come in, let the gates open.
Right.
Keep them from shooting jump shots. Let that gate open. Let LeBron." He said, "Let LeBron come into that paint first, and I'm gonna smack the ball at him real good." This is Dwight. He's like, "I'm gonna smack him real good, and I'm gonna force them to shoot jump shots for the rest of the game. One time, I'm gonna do it, and then they're gonna shoot jump shots." Gilbert said, "Rest of the game, they didn't go to the paint at all."
Right.
You have fear because you don't know what Dwight gonna do.
So he's another one of these guys that take, like LeBron did, take a ragtag bunch to the finals.
Bring it to the finals.
Yeah.
Dwight smacking your shot to the third row, looking at you crazy, and then he gets back and he'll smack your shot again, and then he'll out-rebound you. He was physical, and then you getting elbowed in the face, and Dwight gonna slam on you too. Dwight made everybody's job very easy because when you really needed he was unintentionally, he was a very good offensive. He was like how Shaq was, where you had to, because you had so much focus on Shaq, it got everybody else open. That's why their threes were really going in. This was the very first real great three shooting team that had one really good player.
Right.
Like almost like, oh well, that's a lie. Elijah one team. It's kind of built. It's built very much the same.
Yeah.
Instead of just Otis Thorpe, you have like a Ryan Anderson,
right,
or Rashard Lewis. So you get, instead of that, you get more spacing.
Right.
But Dwight was a great pick and roller.
Oh yeah.
I mean, great pick and roll option. He had not maybe a super patented hook shot move, but he was solid.
Nice solid
it's solid.
Hook.
If you put a smaller defender, he's cooking him, and if you give him a trash defender, he was still cooking.
He was like Shaq though. He couldn't hit a free throw.
Couldn't hit a free throw.
He didn't have a jump shot.
Yeah,
but he made up for it. Anything. I mean, he probably was 60% inside the paint as far as his points. Because he didn't have a jump shot.
So, but also, unlike Shaq, though, you can never say Dwight never came in out of shape.
Yeah.
You can never say, truthfully, Dwight played on just bad teams, but you can never really say he never really had basketball mind. That year with the Lakers, real reason why that team was all dysfunctional. One, Dwight had back surgery. He literally had back surgery 2 months before the season started. That's not a lot of time for really recovery and to really blend with your team.
And I remember when him and Kobe finally met up, Dwight gave him the shoulder. And then All-Star.
First game playing Kobe, he was elbowing Kobe. And then calling him soft.
And then Kobe running around calling him soft. Yeah.
So Dwight has, I ain't gonna lie, Dwight got blackballed and he was basically sent to Siberia of the NBA. He was sent to Washington, Charlotte. Then he got pushed as a role player. But Dwight had so much influence for the Lakers. When he played for the Lakers should have never got rid of him in the first place.
Exactly.
He put the clamps on Nikola Jokic.
Yeah.
Jokic, when he really first ascended, Dwight put the fear of God in him.
Yeah.
No one else I've ever seen was able to lock up Jokic in that manner.
Right.
But Dwight.
That's right.
No game plans I've ever seen.
Right.
Jokic versus Dwight. Dwight pretty much said straight up, I can check him.
That's right.
And he did. That's what I'm saying, the defensive masterhood.
Yeah.
Not a lot of players.
Quick on the feet.
Oh,
my goodness. And the hops. He had that vertical like Bill Russell.
He's quick. He's big. He's strong.
And he can do that vertical.
And he got a good vert. And he can block shots. He can really touch you at the top of the backboard.
So you still...
he's still top 10 just because his impact.
I can go with that.
He never played on an actual good team except with the Rockets, and he was a second star.
Right. Okay. So what do you think? So he's top 10. And
top 10 centers. Top 10 centers.
Okay.
And I'm not saying he's top 5.
No.
I'm saying he's top.
He don't got the rings for that either.
He only got one, but he's like top 9. I could put him like 9 or 10. He's in that conversation.
I could possibly put him a little bump him probably about since we've already been talking about him. Yeah. I can put him probably about 7.
Yeah.
You know,
for the impact he was bringing.
Okay. What are your thoughts? Put some comments if you like these topics and push that like, push that subscribe.